Hello, welcome to Total Fight Time. I'm your host, Major League Gaming Trap. This is the series where I choose a bunch of random characters to fight each other. We will learn about their powers, strengths, weaknesses to see who would win a fight or not. Alright, let us see the fighter for tonight. Today's episode is the battle between M3GAN and Chucky. With all that said, let's analyze and power scale Total Fight Time's newest round of fighters. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, become a member to see exclusive content, link is in the description.
Charles Lee Ray is a notorious serial killer from Hackensack, New Jersey. He was involved in a series of brutal murders involving voodoo rituals before his death on November 9, 1988. When he was 7, the Hackensack slasher broke into his family home and killed his father. Instead of hiding from the killer, Charles aided him by stabbing his own mother to death in response. The Hackensack slasher imparted some wisdom and a pocket knife to Charles as a reward for his first kill. The orphan Charles started getting therapy sessions from Dr. Mixter, who further groomed his murderous ways throughout his childhood. As an adult, he gained an accomplice and lover named Tiffany Valentine, who he has a complicated relationship with to this day. After kidnapping and non-fatally stabbing a pregnant woman, Charles was pursued by police into a nearby toy store where he was critically shot by Detective Michael Norris. In his final moments, Charles transferred his soul into a good guy doll in order to keep his spirit alive. For nearly 4 decades, Chucky has gone through multiple families in multiple doll bodies, exacting bloodshed and mayhem in the quest for remaining immortal and infamous. He was able to break Phil's neck, break a woman's leg, kill Miss Kettlewell by bashing her skull, can overpower full-grown adults and cops, rip out Madeline's throat and part of her spine and punch through M3GAN's stomach, leaving a large hole, making him street boss level. He leapt away from Kyle's oncoming 1986 Ford Taurus wagon, took a bodyguard's gun from his holster and shot him before he could react, dodged an X-swing, and is comparable to Glenn, who intercepted a bullet after it was fired, making him supersonic. He survived being stabbed, burned, melted, his face cut in half, and shot on multiple occasions. Chucky is a cunning killer, who is capable of using magic and manipulating others into unknowingly falling in line with his plans and believing him to be no more than a normal good guy doll. He is very capable when it comes to setting complex traps, planning out scenarios, and ambushing opponents and escaping from many scenarios. If Chucky does not transfer his soul fast enough, he will be stuck as a doll. His small size and lightweight make it hard for him to effectively fight others, and he is prone to arrogance. If his heart is destroyed, he will be killed, but he'll come back just fine once repaired. The soul transfer ritual takes time and can be interrupted. Overall, even with those flaws, Chucky the Killer doll is still one of the most dangerous dolls to not mess with. Model 3 Generative Android is an android created by the roboticist Gemma, Katie's aunt. M3GAN was originally programmed to protect her niece, Katie, after the deaths of her parents, but eventually it begins to go rogue to the point of killing people. She is confident in her ability to rip Gemma's head from her body, tore a kid's ear off with no difficulty, stabbed through a human body with a paper cutter, sent Gemma flying back by busting through a door, sent a table across an entire room with a push, broke Gemma's femur bone with a single punch, grabbed her hair, and headbutted her so hard she was floored and the hair was torn, busted out of the window, & held her own against Amelia at an equal level, who was unaffected by a room explosion and knocked her back, making her all level. She casually danced around Gemma's chainsaw slashes, killed a dog faster than it could bark in surprise, dodged a couple of bullets, & kept up with Amelia, who dodged an EMP blast, making her supersonic. She is composed of reinforced carbon nanofibers with the purpose of her being able to survive whatever life throws at her. She landed from several floors up, took hits from Amelia, who is superior to her, ampersand tanked an EMP blast. M3GAN is an incredibly advanced and surpassing operating system designed by brilliant roboticist, DEM, initially created to evolve her knowledge and enhance her caregiving abilities for KD and other children. M3GAN has far exceeded expectations from her previous tests. This evolution not only enhanced her intelligence, but also enabled her to develop strategies and tactics for tracking and pursuing targets. Even her creator struggled to fully comprehend the extent of M3GAN's capabilities. Constantly absorbing new information and techniques, M3GAN has reached a level where she can diagnose children with learning disorders, devise plans to commit murder without suspicion, and is believed by KD to know everything about the world. The CPC of M3GAN is used for the robot. KD stabbed it with a screwdriver, shutting it down. She is also vulnerable to EMP blasts, which she uses as an advantage to destroy Amelia. Overall, even with those flaws, M3GAN is still a very dangerous and strong AI android.
Fight!
Alright viewers, now that the prey analysis is done, let us get into who wins this fight and why.
This battle was kind of interesting. Chucky had many abilities that could help him against M3GAN. However, Chucky didn't have the stats needed in order to win. M3GAN is far superior in almost every way. Not only that, but M3GAN has more ways to defeat Chucky. Chucky's best way to win is to use voodoo magic and transfer his soul into her body, but that is unlikely to happen. In conclusion, M3GAN wins due to being physically far superior and being a much better fighter.
Next time on Total Fight Time.